Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Jeremy Sutton, owner of Servant PT, host of the Servant PT podcast. I help women 50 and over live a life full of health, family, and fun. Today, I'm going to be talking about your one good choice away. So, you're one good choice away from making a life change. You're one good choice away from making a better job for yourself. You're one good choice away from the weight loss you need. You're one good choice away from whatever it is. Okay. So whatever we need out of life, whatever we're looking for, we're just really just one good choice away from finding that and from getting it. So, in my case, as a Christian, I believe I was one good choice away from living a life of fulfillment, and I made that choice about 4 or 5 years ago. So, and then after that, there's just little choices after little choices after little choices. We make good ones, we make bad ones, and they really start to define who we are and where we're going in life. We make poor financial decisions or choices, then we're, not doing well. So I want to tell you a little story about a decision I made that helped me and how I wasn't doing well beforehand. So whenever I became a business owner, I didn't really know exactly what to do about a lot of things. I didn't know how to verify insurance benefits. I didn't know I just didn't know how to run a business at all. And I learned, and I'm still learning. I'm always going to be learning. Never going to be perfect at what I do, I don't believe. So, but anyway, I was doing all this stuff. I was doing the best I can, but it just didn't feel like I was getting anywhere. I really wasn't able to communicate things how I wanted to. I wasn't able to do. I just really wasn't where I wanted to be with things, and it was starting to come out in the way I was treating patients. Not I was treating them ugly, but just like confidence wasn't there, and just didn't really want to really like where I was. And so I heard about this course called Smart Success PT, and I started looking at it and kind of following Greg Todd, who's the leader of it online, and just watching some of his stuff. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. And so kind of interacted with him a little bit. He messaged me back a couple of times on Facebook, and I ended up buying his course. And thankfully I bought it then because it's a little bit more expensive now. But I got in his course, I started listening to his material, started doing the things that he was teaching, and it just started to really shift my mindset into making better choices. And then I went to a live event that he did in Tampa, in Clearwater, and got to see that. And I got there, and it was just so positive. And so I had to make decisions to do this. So I had to make a decision to spend money that I didn't necessarily have on a course that I was pretty sure I needed. And so that I had the decision to either spend that or not. And so talked to my wife about it. We prayed about it and talked about it, and we decided, yes, let's go ahead and do it. So we bought the course. I started learning things like social media, how to do live Facebook videos, things like that, how to do it better. And then I knew the live event was coming up. I wanted to go, but again, there was money that you have to spend to go. And this was a small, investment, just a plane ticket and I stayed at the cheapest motel I've ever stayed at in my life. Those 3 nights, it was a Days Inn, the door barely even shut. But anyway, so here again's another choice. Do I go to this event? Do I not go? So I ended up going. There was about 70 physical therapists there, and I met a lot of them we already knew from Facebook. Well, I say a lot of them, probably 10 people I kind of really interacted with on Facebook a lot. So I get there. It's a 3-day event. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. No continuing education units whatsoever. No credit for CEUs at all, which is something that's expensive that I have to pay for every year. Everything's positive. I meet Greg, and gives me a big hug, tells me he loves me. I meet all these other people that I've met on Facebook, meet a bunch of new people, and it's just such a positive event. So that really, I come back, I'm like on cloud 9, really changes the way I'm doing things. So I start to implement more and more and more. So that's in May. Around November, Greg says he's going to do a mastermind group with 12 physical therapists, business owners. And so I was like, I don't know. He starts talking about who it's for and what it's for. So I reach out to him again. Hey, do you think this is for me? He said, oh, yeah, it's exactly for you. And so now there's a little bit more of a financial investment to be made. And so there again, still business sense is not where it needs to be yet. Business isn't where it needs to be yet. Doing good, but not where I wanted it. I said, okay, well, let's go ahead and, pray about it, talk about it, and we'll get in that. And so a long time ago, my granddaddy, who's in the nursing home right now with Parkinson's, and he's my absolute favorite person on this planet. It's my wife and kids and my parents and him, but like it was always been my mentor, always been my go-to person for advice. And just, when I was in college, I would go to his house every night and talk to him for at least 30 minutes and sometimes a couple of hours every single night. I hardly ever missed a night in college. And so he told me something one time, that he had a chance to buy gold. And this was like 50 years ago, and he didn't do it. That's when gold was very affordable. And he said he had $10,000 or $20,000 that he could have invested at that time. And he said, I've always thought what that would have been, when he was in his 40s, 50s, and 60s. And so he said, if I would have invested, if I would have just taken a small chance then, what I felt like was a huge chance, then life would be different, could help more people and things like that. And so he actually, when I was trying to pray about this decision to get in the mastermind, he actually called me that night just out of the blue. And it reminded me of that story that he told me. And so I felt like, that was my answer, and, prayed about it. But I just felt like there was just too many things lining up not to do it. So I did it. And then now here we are. Went back to that live event, and my business is doing wonderful. My confidence is there. I'm able to help so many more people. And it's all based on just a decision that I made. So if you're struggling with any kind of decisions or choices to make right now, just know, one, I suggest you pray about it. Talk to your spouse about it, or significant other, or whoever you trust, and just really consider making that choice, even if it's a scary one, because you never know when that's going to make the best impact on your life and the lives of others. Guys, I got to go. I got people coming in the door. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Talk to you later.